Hi, British angels. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a minute since I've uploaded a podcast episode, and I told myself I was not going to go back down that road where I didn't upload podcast episodes. But it's been a month. It's been a month, guys. I haven't uploaded anything in May, like a full-length video in May, and I feel like really guilty about it. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of talking right now. So I didn't really have too much that I really wanted to talk about that was like really important, if that makes sense. But I did at the same time. I wanted to talk about my bookshelf. Oh my gosh, I want to talk about my bookshelf. Now, this may seem like, what? Why are we talking about your bookshelf? Hear me out. I had this video planned last month when I redid it, but I never made this episode last month because I was too lazy. So, that means we're making it this month in May. May is really past due, guys. It's a month past due. I am. Don't kill me. But it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, guys. I promise. Okay, guys. So I didn't like how my bookshelf looked. I had it where I had it where there were books. I hadn't read in years, or had no interest in reading. I had books I've been wanting to get rid of for years. So I finally did it. I took down the books I didn't plan on keeping, put some Polaroids up, and decorated it. I also had to repaint my bookshelf since there was scratch paint. I only paint to where you can see the wood's natural color, of course, since the bookshelf was already black when I got it. I like the color black, so of course I kept it and just paint it where the wood was showing. I had an old camera that doesn't work for a finishing touch, along with a couple bookmarks. Which, speaking of which, I wanted to know if you guys know how many bookmarks I have. I want you to guess, so I'll give you a few seconds to guess. If you guess 19, you are correct. I plan on decorating it with some vines and fairy lights later on. Now, I want to give you a tour without giving you a tour, so I'll go into great detail on how it looks. I have all books from the same authors in the same area, mainly on the top shelf. So all my 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙀, Holly Jackson, Wings of Fire, and Jenny Han books are on the top shelf, categorized by author. I feel like one day I might want to color code my books, but as of right now, having them sorted out by the author's name is just 10 times more easier. I have a stamp that says Return to the Library of Maddie on it. I keep on the second shelf where I have no books for repeat authors, if that makes any sense. So basically, like, if, for example, Allison's Becca books, I only have one of her books, so they're on the second shelf because I don't have multiple books of hers. I like to keep all my repeat authors on the first shelf. Or any books that I plan on buying another book from them. And as of right now, Allison's Becca is on the second shelf because I haven't even read Comfort Zone yet, so I can't determine if I'm going to be buying the next book, like Settle Up, but we don't know that yet. So, any books that I don't have the same author for go to the second half. As of right now, since I gave 90% of my bookshelf away to the Goodwill, the third, fourth, and fifth shelves are currently empty. Hopefully I can fill them up soon. Now, if you watch my shorts, you know I have special edition books and special edition book pre-orders, aka books that I pre-ordered that are not yet here. So, 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙀 books like Not in Love, Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, and Love Hypothesis. And yeah, and hopefully I can get my hands on Checkmate, Bride, and the special edition to Loathe to Love You. I did not know they had a special edition for that book, but they apparently do, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on it. And it was a limited edition. So yeah. If it's not the normal book that's signed, it's on my bed shelf. So when I say normal book that's signed, once again, going back to Allison's Becca book, I have that book, it's signed, but it's the normal paperback and the normal cover that you can get. It's literally just signed. So that Allison's Becca book stays on my normal shelf because it's not a special edition. Now, special edition books go on my bed shelf, and yes, I do have a shelf on my bed, but if that makes sense. Now, I don't show it to the internet, and I don't think I ever will, but I do indeed keep my special edition books safe, and I keep the dust covers on so that way they are like perfect condition, amazing. They don't get too dirty, they don't get ruined, anything like that. So yeah. So now, let's get into what I recently read, and this is going to be our May wrap-up. So let's go to Goodreads, y'all. 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙬 and we're going to take a quick look at everything that I read in the month of May. And I think I also did a April wrap up in that other episode, so I'm gonna do April and May wrap up because you guys didn't get that much this month, and you guys also get to hear what I'm currently reading and how close I am to finishing them. I have been reading like a lot. Let's see. Red is where we're at. So let's see. We're gonna scroll all the way down. Okay, so the first book that I read in April was Killjoy, and I said, oh my gosh, when I tell you, this book is so page-turning. I love The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I just had to read the novels. Holly is such a good writer, and I could not put this book down. It is fast-paced, page-turning, suspenseful, thrilling, and such a good plot. I'm glad we get to see why Pip decided... I spelled Pip as Pop. Okay, I'm glad we get to see why Pip decided to be a detective. We even get to see a glimpse of why Ravi was the first person she wanted to interview. I wish I read the novella before I read the book, but it's fine because I'm satisfied either way, and I already know what happens, so I can move on to Good Girl, Bad Blood. Once again, such a good book, such a good storyline. You should most definitely pick this one up. Okay, but like, I'm not joking, this book was actually really good. Now, yeah, okay. So then, the next one is Loathe to Love You by Lee Hazelwood. I like the first two stories, but in all honesty, the last story kind of ruined it for me. I didn't like it that much, pretty boring, but overall the book is a 3.7 for me. I made individual reviews for all three of the books with honest star ratings. Then, we had Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, which this is a spoiler alert, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear the spoilers on Love and Gelato. But I don't even think that it's it's not a spoiler. So this book was so cute, so beautiful, I loved it. I will most definitely be reading Love and Luck. The book also made me craving to try gelato. I realized they were selling them at grocery stores, and there's also like 3 gelato shops near me. Next up, we have Under One Roof, Lee Hazelwood. I love the story of 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙬 short story, the perfect book that is under 200 pages. It's really good. It's a really good story, no over-explaining, really cute, really romantic. I would really recommend this to someone. There's like a star right here. I think I put that there. Then we have Stuck to You. I like this book. I didn't expect the reason why she didn't like him. Glad everything was a misunderstanding in the end. I would recommend reading this book. Then next one, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Next one is Below Zero. This book is pretty confusing for me. I actually couldn't keep up. It was also pretty boring to me as well, but not too boring, so it resulted in me giving the book around 3 stars. Did not enjoy Below Zero, guys. Now, entering when I read this in May, guys. Also, wait, we got one more thing in April. Call Me Can't Communicate. I love this manga so much, I would recommend. I read this since a friend let me borrow it in return for my friend, so... What? In return for my friend? I read this since a friend let me borrow it in return for my book, so I'm well aware the series is out of order. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Now, May is probably one of my worst reading months, guys. I only accomplished 3 books. Did you guys just hear what we did in April? April was like a whole bunch of books, and I'm really disappointed in myself because I did not read that much this month, and I just feel like it was Do Your Worst's fault. Okay, I got a special edition for Do Your Worst. I had never even heard of the book, but listen, Illumicrate had a really pretty special edition. I have it right here in my hands. Special edition. It was really pretty, so I just had to buy it. I said, okay, Maddie, you have to buy this. You have to buy this copy, because if not, like, what's a better excuse to get a new book and read a new book than a special edition? So I got Do Your Worst and listen to the audiobook for like 50% of the book. But then Spotify, we don't know how Spotify can be stingy. Even like you're paying for premium, they still make you have this entire wait time. Talk about your wait limit is up. Pay $10 to listen more. Like, I thought this was included in premium, guys. Let's leave that for the non-premium members, okay? Give them a wait time, not me, not us. Don't worry, because today is my last day. It says I have 10 more hours left. So tomorrow I can be back on my game and listen to the Love Hypothesis. But I read Do Your Worst for half of this book. Wait, I listened to Do Your Worst on Spotify for half this book, guys. It was good. The first half of the book was good. And then it started going downhill. Right before Spotify said I couldn't listen to it, it started going downhill. Picked up where it left off. I did not want to. The problem could have been solved 5-10 chapters ago. We did not have to get up to 313 pages. It could have been 200 pages, to say the least. And I get you want a plot, you want a storyline, but you're a popular author. People would have eaten it up anyways. And I feel like it just dragged on extra because oh my gosh. Because Riley knew how to fix it. She was like, oh, we're an enemies to lovers trope. Oh my gosh. And then she was like, nah, whatever. We're not gonna fix it now. We're gonna drag out the storyline plot and I'm gonna make what's his name figure all this out. And also, what's his name was being really rude. He was downgrading everybody. He was making everybody feel like he was on top of the world. How Riley was unimportant, how her career was unimportant, how she was unimportant. Like, oh my gosh. Shut up. You're not special. Okay? You're not special. I'm sorry. But I did get this one at 2 stars. This book was actually so boring. I can't explain the amount of times I just want to finish the book as quick as possible. After like page 200, the plot is just... no, I have no words. The male main character, Clark, that's his name. Clark got on my nerves so much. I just didn't enjoy the book that much. I didn't, okay? But guys, papers don't lie. Saved me, okay? Gave it a 5-star. It was a 5-star read. I don't know if I was giving it a 5-star because it was the first actual good book I read. Because actually, it says I finished, no. Yeah, it says I finished this book before, which was The Accidental Pinup. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I was giving it a 5-star because it was the first actual book I was intrigued in, I was interested in, that was a good book to me. I don't know if that's why I gave it a 5-star, because it just got me out of a slump. But guys, I'm telling you, The Accidental Pinup and Do Your Worst put me in the deepest slump. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. This book was actually really boring, over-explaining, which, you know, slow-paced and very long chapters. There was a chapter that was 30 pages. Allie Hazelwood can do that because she actually knows how to fill up the pages, but this book was filled with over-explaining. She could have explained how her coffee tastes, or what she put in her coffee for 30 minutes. The prologue was explaining all this extra stuff we didn't even find out in the first chapter, sweetie. It's called character development. It's called plot. It's called we need to rise up and hear. I'm sorry, I'm going off. I know. But it's true. That's genuinely how I felt reading this book. I was so angry. The chapters were long because of the over-explaining. This is like the over-explaining, slow-paced, and long chapters all go together. They're all one category, guys. I'm telling you, for this specific book, they're all one category. I get that there was long chapters and the book was actually interesting and it was fast-paced. Those are 3 different categories. It was interesting, one category. Fast-paced, that's another category. Long chapters, another category. Kind of a con, but it's also, it keeps you intrigued, keeps you want to keep reading to get to the end of the chapter. This one, I'm telling you, they all work together. They're a trio. They're a friend trio. They're a friend group, friend trio, whatever. They work together in this. I'm telling you, this book was plotting against me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I feel offended that I was forced to sit here to do all this. But yeah, just everything I usually in this book. This was no different. This one was no different. Every single time I thought I was going to start enjoying it, it went back to being boring and predictable. Yes, I started enjoying the book. They started over-explaining again. I was like, okay. Maybe it'll get fixed. No, it didn't, guys. It was over-explaining the entire book. This book actually finally got me emotional because the past 2 books I read were not it. They were not it, guys. I hated it, okay? 5 stars. Maybe Hazel did great. This book literally shocked me so much. There were so many plot twists, unexpected parts, etc. I stopped trying to predict what would happen because I was surprised each and every time. I absolutely love this book and I can't wait for the second book in the series to come out. I didn't lie. I am excited for the second book to come out. And Miss Hazel herself posted, and she said that it's going to be Kai Gray's brother. So that means we get to see Esme and Kai in the second book. Chef's kiss. We get to stay in the family. Yay! We get to stay in the family, guys. We're in the family. We've been officially invited to stay in the family, live with the family, be in the family. We're part of the family at this point. We're part of the family, guys. We're part of the family. We are PARTOFFAMILY. Part of the family. I feel like I spelled family wrong. I probably did, because I'm enraged. Now, let's get into what I'm currently reading, and I will finally let you guys go, because I know you guys do not want to be here. I know you guys do not want to sit here and suffer with me, guys. I know. I'm sorry. I feel guilty. I can't be you here. Okay? February 18! I'm better reading this, guys. I promise. I'm better reading this book with my mom. Me and my mom are reading this book together. Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. I don't even know what page I'm on, but I know it's a good book. We're less than halfway through the book, because the book is really big, so, you know, but we're like on page 200 something, and we're less than half through the book. Oh my gosh. It's a long book, guys, but it's really good. The plot is, like, really good. The reappearance of Rachel Price started March 22nd. You're lying. You're lying. No. We're not in March. We're in May. We're in May, guys. I started this book last week. And I'm halfway through the book. Goodreads is lying to me, guys. I don't know what went wrong. And Good Girl Bad Blood says March as well. I don't know if it's putting a date up there from the date that I put it on my TBR, like my to be read, what I want to read. But this is false, because I started this month, but it's saying it started March 30th. And in the Love Hypothesis, it says it was April 4th, 2024. That is the biggest lie, because I literally started that book on Sunday. In a Jam, April 7th, that's probably true. It's probably true. Comfort Zone, April 12th, probably true as well. I've not picked up either of those books because I've been side questing, guys. I need to stop side questing and focus on what I already have in my currently reading. Okay? The Perfect Marriage, May 15th. This one's telling the truth. It's really good. And I'm less than halfway through the book. Close Call, also telling the truth, May 18th. It's mid. I'm not gonna hold you guys up, because you guys sat here and listen to me yap. What? Yap? You guys sat here and listen to me yap about everything that nobody cares about. But it's okay, because you guys, it's peace over here. It's peace and love. Except for Comfort Zone. Wait, wrong book. I haven't even started Comfort Zone for I'm only on chapter 1. Except for the accidental pinup and what's that book called? Do Your Worst. Yes. No peace and love for either of those books. Get out of my face. You're all canceled and you're all fired. Go. Rosie the Dam, I might be giving you a second try, because I gave you more than Miss Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. But Miss Jackson, I don't think I am, because I looked at some reviews for your other books and they're all the same, over-explaining long chapters. So, yeah. And also, Do Your Worst has some long chapters, but at least it was rage flying through me. Rage for Clark. And it was 1 star more interesting than Accidental Pinup. And I'm sorry. I'm yapping. But happy birthday, it's your birthday. You're cool. You're amazing. Love you so much. Be safe. Maddie out. Oh. Make sure you subscribe and notification bells so you guys never ever miss a video. And I'll see you all next video. Love you all. Goodbye.